All right, so this is a message, a topic on anxiety. How many of us is suffering from anxiety on, say, on a daily basis, or just suffering from anxiety sometime often or occasional? Well, what I learned is the practice of using the Serenity Prayer to help pull me out of some of the anxieties of life and how it throws your curveball. So, what is the Serenity Prayer? The Serenity Prayer for me is a reminder. It's a reminder on how I can use my wisdom as a tool to tackle life, how to navigate life. So, so what I've what I've learned is how to become more self-aware of the idea of what the Serenity Prayer offers me. And so, what the Serenity Prayer is, how I break it down, is in three major elements. One being you're asking or being granted an opportunity to accept the things you can't change. And then you learn the courage to change the things that you can. And then you add the last element is wisdom, and the wisdom to know the difference. And if you study that and learn and put that into practice, then you can use that as a tool to combat anxiety, frustration, and being lost and confused in life. So, what happens when I use it? Well, I'm more at ease. I have more peace. You'll feel more in control. You'll be able to handle what life throws at you a little bit more, and then you can eliminate some of the frustration and anxiety that's in your life by using the Serenity Prayer. And what I've learned, for me personally, I tend to forget, and because I'm a person who want to try to be in control of my life, I preach that, I teach that, but that can come with a level of anxiety, because what will happen is you tend to try to control everything in your life, and some things in your life you have no control over, and that's what I find myself falling into the trap. But the important thing that I've learned is, because I put the time in and learning the Serenity Prayer and studying it and really making it my own, that when I fall into the trap of forgetting and trying to control every aspect of my life, I soon realize why I'm where I am where I am. So I'm able to pull back onto the Serenity Prayer fundamentals or principles and say some things are out of my control. So why did I find myself worrying about those things that I can't control? And then you go to the next of what can I control? And the things I think I can control, I have the courage to pursue those. But the important part that I've learned by studying the Serenity Prayer is having the wisdom to know the difference. And that's the task. Learning to know the difference in the things you can control and the things you can't control. All right. So, uh, what are if I ask myself, what are the price do I pay if I think, okay, this doesn't apply to me, these rules don't apply to me, but I still want peace and serenity? What price do I find myself paying? Well, when I when I fall into the traps of thinking that the Serenity Prayer doesn't apply to me, I start to have a problem with anxiety, stress, frustration, creeps in, and all of the above. So that's when I'm able to fall back on the Serenity Prayer, which is the serenity, being granted serenity to accept the things I can't change. That's a tough one. If you're willing to accept things you can't change, it relieves the pressure valve from life. Then you can slow down and concentrate. Well, what can I change? And when you identify the things I can change, then you can start having the courage to tackle those things. And when you tackle the things you feel that you can change, you have more sense of control, which makes you feel better. It helps to eliminate the anxieties. So you have to be able to release the things that you have no control over. And so with wisdom, you're able to see and more clearly about the traps you've fallen into. You're able to see that I am going down that path of trying to control and worry about a whole lot of things that I have no control over. Big mistake. And we all fall into that trap. But this is important of studying the Serenity Prayer. Now, let's go to the next element. So what can I do now? If that's the question, it's a good question. So I would suggest that you introduce the Serenity Prayer into your life. Slow down, study it, learn it, and try to implement that into your life on a daily basis. And as you become more like a Serenity Prayer warrior in your own life, then you'll soon find that some of the anxieties of life will dissipate. And remember, it's a mindset. So everything is a mindset. You shift from trying to do all the things and worry about all the things to introducing a tool that will help you navigate through life, which is a Serenity Prayer. So it's your life. You got one life. Find your serenity and study, learn, become more self-aware, and you will be able to reduce some of the anxieties of life. So good luck. If you have any comments or questions, I welcome that. You can contact me on my personal page, Ricky Tillman, on Facebook. Or if you like what you're listening to and you want to know more about Old Head Mindset Podcast, we're on YouTube. And you can look us up on Old Head Mindset Podcast, YouTube. And also, I have another Facebook page, which is the Old Head Mindset brand. And I welcome all followers and all subscribers. And we will tackle some of the issues of life going forward. So thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Thank you.